Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check, Mike 42. Man out. 47. 26.
From the 35 on second down, Prescott eluding the pressure right. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
He's coming. Double up. There we go. Kill.
Prescott from the gun. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Jump. Here we go. 46.
Here's Prescott. He's got Jack Doyle. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Watch the run. Here we go. 47. 26.
Now Prescott. That's complete to Marlon Mack. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Prescott on 4th down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did, and, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching. but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, 50 the mic. Here you go.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. There you go.
Dalton, 1st and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
I'm coming after you. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Go. We're good. Here we go.
Mike's 50.
Throwing on 2nd down. Dalton, he's going to air it out deep for Green. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. First down, Prescott. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Prescott, and he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott forced out to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Come to my work. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
That's the way.
Regular.
Mike's 50. Watch the curve. Watch the curves. You.
Hey, Echo.
50's the Mike. 50's the
Dalton here from the gun. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Prescott off play action. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A first down throw for Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And again, it's Prescott. Open man here is Foster. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Brown charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Prescott. And this is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for Campbell downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Prescott on 1st down. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but 2nd quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandon the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
He's got his man, Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You're 18.
Right here, right here.
368.
Play action now, Dalton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. It was Justin Houston who got him down on 2nd down. Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Motion, motion, motion.
Throwing, Dalton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Now, after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Brown picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Prescott. Looking deep here for Ebron. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here you go, Cam. 61, match box shot.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Go.
From the 22, Dalton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Bullock will put this one through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throw it. Prescott. He completes this one to Mack. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This looks like a free play for Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Ebron with it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw here, Dalton escaping the pressure right. He's got Green. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
Nice. 80 weapon.
Mike 50. Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
93, 50, heads up.
Andy Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Bullet good on the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Botcher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott, throw left side complete. That's Mack. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Prescott now. Now White lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And that is caught for the 2 points. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down on what's going to... turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mack. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hands up.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
25, check 25, check 25.
Hey, kill. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll run on first down. Mack. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now he steps away. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Catanzaro's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
A gain of 6. That's another
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Hey, go, 368.
Mike 50. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Buzz. Regular.
Dalton wants to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. The gap has widened there. The Packers have scored again. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a gain of 35.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He completes this one to Mack. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here we go.
52. That's right, baby.
Here we go. Go to 54. Line in. Here we go. 47. 46.
From the red zone now, Prescott. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back to throw. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
2
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Prescott. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus.